Most men think they lack discipline. They don't. They lack internal order. Discipline is not effort. It's not motivation. It's not intensity. It's obedience to something that doesn't move. Most men live in negotiation with themselves. They negotiate in the morning. They negotiate when pressure arrives. They negotiate when no one is watching. The negotiation is why their life leaks power. Nothing external fixes that. More information doesn't fix it. More tactics don't fix it. More confidence doesn't fix it. Only order does. And order is not loud. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't persuade. It doesn't chase agreement. It simply stands. Some of you will feel that immediately. Some of you will resist it. The difference matters. People don't change when they learn something new. They change when staying the same becomes unbearable. Most lives don't collapse. They stagnate. They look fine. They function. They pay bills. They perform. But underneath, there's friction. Decisions feel heavier than they should. Momentum resets too often. Energy leaks in places no one sees. That quiet dissatisfaction is tolerated for years until one moment makes it visible. No dramatic, just clear. This cannot continue. The moment is not created by motivation. It's created by pressure finally being named. Pressure isn't stress. Pressure is clarity. And when clarity arrives, action becomes simple. Not easy, simple. People don't resist change. They resist losing control. That's why force fails. That's why persuasion fails. The fastest way to weaken a man is to tell him what to do. The fastest way to expose a man is to show him what is and let him sit with it. Control isn't about options. It's about ownership. When a man decides for himself, he moves. When he feels pushed, he leaks. This is why authority never begs. It observes. No one trusts perfection. They trust coherence. They trust someone who has passed through friction without becoming reactive. Struggle isn't a story device. It's a filter. Men who avoid struggle avoid order. Men who endure struggle either collapse or become quieter. Quiet men last. Being liked is not leverage. Relativity creates comfort. Comfort delays action. Authority creates pressure. Pressure reveals truth. You do not need to be the best. You need to be unchanged. Consistency builds weight. Weight bends rooms. Alignment doesn't form around preferences. It forms around standards. Every man is already fighting something. disorder, distraction, indulgence, avoidance. When that fight is named, something locks in. Not excitement, recognition. Identity solidifies when a man knows when he will no longer tolerate. Resistance is never about logic. It's about identity protection. When a man argues, he's telling you where order threatens him. You don't correct that. You note it. Doors don't open by force. They open when pressure removes excuses. Future and identity. Men don't buy outcomes. They buy who they become after consistency. Peace, clarity, unshakability. Those aren't feelings. They're byproducts of order. Identity precedes behavior. When identity stabilizes, behavior stops requiring effort. Complexity protects hesitation. Simplicity exposes responsibility. One clear sentence outperforms 10 explanations. When the path is obvious, delay becomes self-betrayal. Money, position, and sovereignty. Money is not safety. Position is. Selling time creates dependence. Selling outcomes creates leverage. Piles disappear. Flow compounds. Sovereignty is not luxury. It's choice without fear. When survival is no longer at stake, decisions clean themselves up. The end game is not wealth, it's untouchability. Authority is not declared, it's perceived. It's communicated by what you refuse to do. Silence is not absence, it's hierarchy. Pressure reveals alignment. Time filters better than effort. You don't chase, you don't convince, you don't perform, you stand still. Some will feel the standard and adjust themselves. Others will disappear. Nothing needs to be said about either. The standard exists whether you notice it or not.